This is the ancient city of Herculaneum, which was buried by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius, the same eruption that did Pompeii in. And this is sort of the second most famous town or city that was destroyed by that eruption. I've never been here before. It looks like this, I'd heard it's a much smaller site, which is true. It looks like it's basically a city block that they've excavated out and preserved since then. But a lot more of the buildings look more intact than what you see in Pompeii to some respects. So I'm kind of on an overlook up above it. Just came out of the ticket booth area, ticket box. And it looks like I have to descend down this ramp into the city. There's like virtually nobody here. I'm the first one through. It's about 8:45. I've been here about 10 minutes, and they just opened at 8:30. And this isn't a huge destination for cruise ships and things, so it looks like it should be a pretty calm, quiet couple hours here. This is the inside of one of the houses at Herculaneum. An interior courtyard surrounded by a colonnade of columns over there, and a second set over here. Very well preserved. Great shape, actually. This is in Herculaneum, one of the interior buildings that's actually amazingly well preserved. However, after being to the Archaeological Museum, I don't trust whether these are original frescoes on the wall or whether these are ones that they've replaced where they've taken out the originals, because they said that they do that. But looks pretty cool and gives you a great idea what the room was like. Here you can see marble tile on the floor. And the other thing that's really notable about this building is that the wood that was used in the roof, in the planks, whatever you want to call it, the structure to support the roof, is still there preserved. And you can see the charred remains of it from when it was burnt during the volcanic eruption. Burnt and then buried at the same time. So they preserved that in this room, which is quite amazing. It's a large, I forgot to look up what it is, a very large room of some sort. So this is an example of an archway in Herculaneum, typical Roman arch, but on the interior walls of the arch up top, you can see some of the tile left that decorated it. Most of it's gone, but there's remnants of it. And it's kind of a four-way arch. So over here, same thing. This is the mosaic floor of one of the buildings, one of the rooms. I have no idea if it's an original. I think it is. It's hard to tell. You can see the reddish colored remnants of decoration of paint on the lower level. Looks like a built-in shelving unit on the walls. And then sort of corrugated arched ceiling in this building. Very cool, ornate. So I'm going to walk through this building. This is the ceramic tile floor entranceway, which leads into this room here again. Mosaic, very cool, very well done. And then leading over into the next room, another tile floor. Another set of shelves on the walls here. And then the corrugated roof, arched roof of this room, duplicated to the room next door. The floor is amazing. each of the little squares has a symbol in it. I think there's a trident. Over here is a little plus sign. There's a, I don't know what that is, maybe a fish. Some sort of eating utensil. Here's an upside down bowl. Very cool. And then moving on into the next room. I haven't been there yet, so I'm not sure what's there. I have to duck real low. It's a very narrow archway. Small, short. Gosh, I don't know. Some sort of bath, maybe? I'll bet this is there's a bench here. And it's a marble that looks to be a large water container, some sort of bath or something. I'll read about it when I get outside. So this is Herculaneum. I just finished my self-guided walking tour. It's probably a tenth the size of Pompeii. I don't know, an eighth. It's only a couple hundred yards wide by a couple hundred yards deep. They've only excavated, I think, I read 40% of it though, or even less than that. So there's a lot of stuff. Much of it's buried underneath the town above, that built on top of it. So they may never excavate it. You can see Mount Vesuvius in the background. This is the Piazza Plebiscito in Naples, Italy. It's a major square in the city. Kind of reminds me of the Vatican, St. Paul's, St. Peter's, whatever it is. They're all running, all look alike now. I mean, that dome up there doesn't remind me of that, not at all. The circle does.